Hello and welcome back, you magnificent petrolheads, to part 4 of our epic, globe-trotting expedition into the coolest cars of the 2000s. Now if you thought we'd already exhausted all the interesting metal from that decade, you are, well, you're wrong. Utterly, profoundly wrong. The 2000s were a smorgasbord of automotive genius, lunacy, and downright weirdness, and we've only just scratched the surface. Today we're digging even deeper, venturing into garages and factories that many of you have probably never even heard of. Forget your Ferraris and your Porsches for a moment. We're about to embark on a journey of discovery. Get ready, because we're about to unearth some properly rare gems and unsung international heroes. We'll be jetting from the sun-drenched roads of Spain to the rugged outback of Australia, making pit stops in Mexico, Japan, and even India. This isn't just a list. It's a testament to the fact that brilliant cars can come from anywhere, often when you least expect them. Some of these are practical, some are preposterous, and some are so obscure you'll wonder if I've made them up. I haven't, I promise. These are the cars that added color and character to the automotive world. So strap yourselves in, put your Porsches on hold, and prepare to have your preconceptions shattered. We're about to celebrate the underdogs, the oddballs, and the overlooked icons that made the 2000s such a brilliantly diverse decade for motoring. From plucky city cars to continent-crushing wagons and everything in between, this is the story of cars that dared to be different. And on that bombshell, let's get started. We begin in Spain with the Citarosa, a tiny, plucky city car that's essentially a VW Lupo with more sangria. And then there's the Exio, a 2008 Spanish sedan that looked suspiciously like an old Audi A4, because it was. Now for something you've never seen, the Chevy Sonora from Mexico. Basically a Suburban or Tahoe, mostly the Tahoe with a different hat on. Enormous. From the same neck of the woods, the Chevy Grand Love, a SUV that promised utility and apparently a lot of affection. To China now for the Nissan Paladin. A properly rugged, no-nonsense SUV built to tackle anything the Middle Kingdom could throw at it. Japan's answer to the fast estate, the Nissan Stagea. Some even had the heart of a Skyline GTR, a legend. The Toyota Crown Estate Athlete V, a name as long as the car and, honestly, a mix of Japanese luxury with a turbo kick. Don't laugh, the Toyota Probox is the ultimate Japanese workhorse. Utterly unkillable, fantastically practical, and well, brilliantly basic. A true tool. Before crossover was a buzzword, there was the Honda HR-V 5-door. Quirky, futuristic, and, totally ahead of its time. Remember the Land Rover Discovery? Well, Honda did. They actually borrowed the design for their 2007 Crossroad. It's a very rare, very boxy SUV, updated to the original design, make it better. Now let's head to Australia for the mighty Holden Monaro. It's a proper, big-hearted, rear-wheel drive muscle car. Honestly, it's like the sound of thunder from down under. So what if you need to cross the outback with your family? Well, that's where the Holden Adventra comes in. It's a V8-powered all-wheel drive wagon. Utterly brilliant if you ask me. Lotus decided to resurrect the Europa name in 2006. It was meant to be a more comfortable Lotus, which is, kind of like saying drier water. This is more like it. The Lotus Exige S1. A road-legal race car with a roof. No compromises here, just pure, unadulterated speed. The Saab 92X, also known as the Subaru, basically it's a Subaru Impreza wagon in a sensible Swedish turtleneck. Weird, but honestly, wonderfully so. So, the Saab 95 Aero wagon, it's, the official car of architects and fighter pilots. Turbocharged, practical, and honestly, just effortlessly cool. A thinking man's express. Coming from the Netherlands, here's the Spyker C8. It's less of a car and more of a piece of mechanical art, really. That gear lever alone is just magnificent. And, well, if the standard C8 wasn't mad enough, there was the Double 12S, a long-tail endurance racer for the road, gloriously bonkers. So, here we have America's attempt at a sports saloon, the Pontiac Grand Prix GT. With its supercharged V6 and front-wheel drive, it's definitely a recipe for, well, some interesting handling. Next up, the Pontiac Grand Am GT Coupe. This one was covered in more plastic cladding than a 1980s bathroom, but, you know, it really did have a certain brash charm to it. And now, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Freedom Edition. Because honestly, nothing says freedom quite like a special trim package and a few badges on a 4x4. America. So the Jeep Wrangler Tomb Raider Edition. Built to cash in on the Angelina Jolie film, it was actually a surprisingly capable, cool-looking thing. On to India and the Mahindra Bolero. As tough as a $2 steak and as sophisticated as a brick and utterly unstoppable. The Mahindra Scorpio, launched in 2002, was India's attempt at a modern truck. It became a phenomenon on the subcontinent, a national hero. Finally to Malaysia for the Proton Perdana V6, an executive saloon with a bit of Lotus handling magic sprinkled in. Unexpectedly good. And there you have it, another 25 cars plucked from the magnificent melting pot of the 2000s. We've been from the boulevards of Spain to the back roads of India, proving once again that cool cars are a global language. It wasn't all about horsepower and lap times, it was about character, ambition, and sometimes glorious failure. From the rugged simplicity of a Mahindra Bolero to the exquisite madness of a Spyker C8, each one of these machines tells a unique story about the time and place that created it. And that really is what makes them so fascinating. This journey through the noughties is far from over. We still have one more installment to go, and believe me, we've saved some of the most powerful, most ambitious, and most legendary cars for last. The grand finale is coming, and you will not want to miss it. So thank you for watching part 4 of our epic countdown of the coolest cars of the 2000s. It's been a privilege to share these weird and wonderful machines with you. Now it's your turn. Get down in the comments and tell us which car on this list was a complete surprise to you. Was it the Subaru, the Chinese Paladin, or the mighty Holden Adventra? Let us know your thoughts, and while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the spectacular conclusion in part 5. You won't regret it. See you then.